Good morning, listeners. My name is Amota Chukudi. This morning, I want to tell us on why I failed the first time I started my POS business. I started my POS business in 2019. The business took off like a rocket. I was making over 100,000 naira in pure profit on a monthly basis. From one spot, I expanded to a second spot, to a third spot, until I had about between 5 and 7 spots, and I was netting close to 400,000 naira on a monthly basis. But all of a sudden, everything started crashing down. And within 6 to 7 months, I found myself at the rock bottom. The business effectively wounded up. But I thank God today I am doing very well in the business by the help of the Almighty God. Having learned my experiences and series of mistakes I made in the past, I nearly gave up in the business, but the Spirit of God told me not to give up. And when I went back with the experience of all the mistakes I made in the past and coming back in a different dimension, it's now a different story altogether. Today, I know I not only have about 14 branches, I also market POS terminals. I market for 2 different companies, Kudi, which company you can see me wearing the clothes here, and this is the logo of Kudi. That's former logo. Kudi is now known as Number. And then Pampe is also a very serious company. So 2 reasons why I failed the first time I went into the POS business. The first one is a very crucial aspect of the business, and that is why more than 90% of people who started the business when I also started it in 2019 are nowhere to be found today. And a lot of businesses are going down because of this major reason, and that is poor financial management. You see, you will do the POS business and then everything will be moving smoothly when you have just a spot, and then you are the one managing the account. No other person is managing the account with you. You'll do well. But when the problem begins is when you try to scale, when you try to move from one spot to another, to open 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches, everything could just end in a short moment, to your amazement. Why? When you finish transactions on a daily basis and your workers come with their printouts, and rather than go into your app and mark each transaction done by each worker, you just believe that, okay, I trust these people, I have great confidence in them, they are very nice people, I don't think they can steal from me, and then you just do a quick marking of their printouts and you submit. You could have an evil genius amongst them who is monitoring you and studying the loopholes in your financial management and can explore that loophole. One employee who you overlooked could run the business down. You could practically be paying him or herself 5,000 naira, 10,000, 15, 20,000, depending on the volume of cash that you give, of which you can easily hide it, and then you wake up one day and realize that both your capital and your months of profits are gone. So I had this worker who was very, very hardworking, a 17-year-old boy who I think I paid highest amongst my 10 workers then. This boy would do a printout, customer copy and merchant copy, and record the both of them as 2 different transactions, whereas it's for one transaction, and then he takes out the amount for that second transaction and pays himself. The guy was practically buying good shoes, good clothes, good materials for himself. I was like, this little boy doesn't know what to do with money, sort of thinking of what to invest with. Little did I know that it was actually my money he was using. So poor financial management from 2 different workers, a loss of over hundreds of thousands of naira to these 2 workers. So that is one. Then secondly is poor personnel management. When you employ people and you don't have principles, you don't work hard to implement these principles. When you say work starts by 7 work starts by 7. If they come 2 minutes past, the person should explain why he or she couldn't meet up at that time. You should be disciplined yourself. When you say 7, you'll be there by 7. They'll be there by 7. The standard will be maintained. Again, in the personnel management I'm talking about, if you have an undisciplined employee, you discipline that employee or eject that person from the system, because one bad egg can spoil the whole crate. So these are the 2 reasons people fail. The first one, which takes more than 90% of the reasons here, is poor financial management. The second one is poor personnel management. These are among the 2 major reasons. Apart from the superior one, which is God have to be with you in any business. You need divine help and protection and direction. Your own part as a human, you need to play good financial management and good personnel management. Without this, my dear, I won't advise you to go into the POS business. So with this point of mine, I believe you'll be able to understand why you probably are not going the way you expect to be in the POS business. Thank you and have a wonderful day.